Ni hao, Taiwanese fans.
We're the Royal Pirates.
My name is Moon. I play the guitar and I sing.
I'm James and I play the bass guitar.
I'm SooYoon and I play the drums.
So SooYoon really liked the word royal, and I like the word pirates because I was really into the movie Pirates of the Caribbean then. So we came with the name Royal Pirates, and later on we kind of put the meaning behind it. So like royals, if you think of royal, it's very classy, classic, and timeless. And pirates is very free, wild, also very aggressive. So we wanted our music and our lifestyle to kind of follow that as well. We wanted to have both of those qualities. So that's the meaning of the name. So it kind of contradicts, but kind of goes along together.
So the new album, Love Toxic, is a special deluxe version which is only released in Asia and is comprised of our works over the past year. The first half are songs that we wrote individually, and the second half is the first EP that we released, Drawing the Line. So it's both of those put together, and yeah, it's definitely a record of our maturation over the past year.
My motive was to kind of make a song that we could enjoy together with the fans and the crowd, and I also wrote the lyrics kind of thinking about Moon's character in his variety show called Love City, and like a witty kind of playboy, and I just wanted to have a fun song, up-tempo and dancey song, so that everybody can just have fun listening to it.
Me and SooYoon, we met at a church when we were
Like
in junior high, yeah, like 13, 14. And then we were just, going to church together, but one night he slept over at my house and we were talking about our dreams, like we want to be when we grow up, and we both had the same dream of becoming a musician. So that's when we first started a band. We weren't first called Royal Pirates, we had very different names in the beginning, but yeah, we've been doing since junior high. And then in college, I knew a friend named Austin, and I asked him, because we didn't have a bassist then, so I asked him if he knew any bassists, because basses are very rare. Nobody really plays bass. So, but he knew a bassist, and I was like, oh, so how is it, like, is he good? Is he good looking? And he told me, like, oh, he's very tall, good looking. So we talked on the phone actually before meeting, and we were like, hey, you wanna join our band? And he was pretty cool about it. I was like, yeah, I'll join your band. So
I was actually headed in a totally different direction in my life, but yeah, I ended up meeting these guys, and now we're here, giving you Love Toxic.
We always say our role model is the Beatles. It's because not just their style of music. I think our style is very different, but just their career, how they created music that's so timeless. I think their music is everlasting. So we want to create music that people will listen generation after generation, and they had such a big impact culturally, socially, and they were such leaders in culture. So that's how we want to be as well. So they are role models.
Personally, my favorite track is the first track, which Moon wrote, which is probably also his favorite track, but I like it because it really, I think, captures Moon's character and voice most purely, and I think it's the most honest song on the album.
I think my favorite is the first track, Haru, and You. Those two are, I think, my favorite tracks because they seem very sincere, and I think when people listen to that song, they feel that sincerity as well. So I feel, yeah, those two are my favorite.
I personally like Drawing the Line, our first title song. Not the first, but title song of the first mini album. And it's because it has a very good melody line, and I like the recorded version of it.
Biggest difference? Actually, it's not that different. Like I think we were still the same guys, but just our circumstances kind of changed feel like we had a lot of fans overseas, but now, and nobody really knew us in Korea, but now we're active in Korea, we're getting more fans in Korea. So right now we feel more support from the fans because they always show up to our gigs, our 방송, our music programs. So it's a big confidence booster when they come and they show their support. It feels really good.
And before, a lot of the fans, since they were overseas, it was really difficult for them to come and represent our fans as a whole. But now, since we have fans here as well, I think that they can represent the other fans abroad, and it makes us feel closer to each other. I think that we're really unique in that we each write and compose our own songs individually, and we're also multicultural. So we grew up in different areas and we all came to Korea, and with the rise of K-pop, we're kind of fusing everything together to make an interesting mix, I think, that is appealing to a lot of different markets.
Yeah, and also we kind of formed ourselves. You know, a lot of groups in Korea. The big the entertainment companies, they made groups. They put guys together to form a group, but which is not bad. But the thing about us is that we were put together ourselves. We met during childhood. We met during college, and we have like a special bond that I think not a lot of idol groups have, and that gives us our uniqueness and that gives us our special teamwork. Taiwan.
Good food. I always hear that there's good food in Taiwan.
Cute girls.
It's the only two things you need.
We really want to go to Taiwan and as soon as possible, and we'd love to have fun together, rocking out on the stage, and we're very excited to meet you guys there.
And you know what? Actually, every place we go to, the fans react differently, but as a community. Like, Korea, like, sometimes they get really, like, crazy and loud, and in Japan, there's a little, like, there's order to the process of a show. In America, it's like they come on stage, there's, like, a different experience. I'm really excited to see what happens in Taiwan, because our show is very dynamic and unique. So we hope to see you at a show soon.
我爱你.
Yeah. 我是
Moon.
我是 James.
我是 Moon.
我喜欢你. I like you.